Hello and welcome to Fake News Now. I'm your host, Emmanuel Pereskiv. An NSA employee who has chosen to stay nameless for privacy reasons recently committed himself into a mental institution after having a mental breakdown. He claims that after years of being exposed to the things people look up on their computers and phones, and other things that people do via cameras placed pretty much everywhere, he wasn't able to maintain any level of sanity, and all of the images, sounds, and videos of people doing various activities have disturbed him so much that his mind simply couldn't handle it anymore, and he had to seek professional psychological help. In an interview last Friday, he stated that he regrets joining the NSA, and that the internet should have never been created to begin with, and that we should all be ashamed of ourselves. Statistically, as of late January 2019, according to a report published by the NSA, NSA employees have the highest suicide rate, beating sweatshop workers by a margin of 30%. A brand new religion has emerged and has already converted 50,000 people within just a few days. It is known only as is making other religions look like a joke. And even though it has tax-exempt status, the leader has decided to still pay taxes, claiming that this will make it even more official in the eyes of the government as an official business. The leader, who no one has ever seen or heard of officially in person, posts online via an encrypted website, and sources claim could potentially be a robot, or is just some sort of complicated CGI trick, and doesn't even exist to begin with. All of the mystery and allure surrounding the founding father and leader of is what started to pique people's interest days ago. And once you get into the site, there's no turning back. With promises of bringing you riches beyond your wildest imagination, as well as peace and tranquility, eternal happiness, the truth of how the simulation we're all living in works, as well as an infinite amount of virgins, it's no wonder that people are lining up and renouncing what they once believed. And with only a small registration fee of $19.95, the secrets can all be revealed to you. For more information, visit www.com and find out how you can be a Last week, history was made when the first astronaut to ever travel beyond the scope of the moon successfully landed on Mars. After years of continuous bitter rivalry, NASA and SpaceX have finally put their differences aside, and once they worked together, they were able to build the greatest spaceship known to man, making all other previous spaceships look like they were constructed out of paper and glue. The technology they used was inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey, and in fact a basic AI was installed into the ship's navigation and control systems in order to make sure there were no human errors when calculations had to be precise. The first message the astronaut sent to us from Mars was that he claimed Mars as his own planet, belonging to him, and that no one else is ever allowed to come to Mars, ever. This in turn sparked outrage from the President of the United States, who was hugely invested in the Mars mission as well, since it was found out back in 2017 that Mars had a huge supply of oil in its outer crust. The President of the United States responded to the message by signing a bill known as Operation Free Mars, in which 80% of the United States budget and resources will go to NASA and SpaceX so they can build an entire fleet of spaceships for their military astronaut troops in order to take him down and show him that there's no place that exists in the entire universe, and that no one, neither alive nor dead, who can tell the United States what they can't do or where they can't go. At long last, after years of debate, the first ever transgender sports league has been established. The Transgender League includes every and all sports known in existence and is becoming more popular than both women and men's sports combined, mainly because it's a remix of the combination of both genders. All types of transgender people are allowed to play, whether you were born a male and transitioned into a female, or born a female and transitioned to a male, at any stage of your transition, whether it's before, during, or after, and is open to people who transition back and forth, or who identify as both genders at the same time, and even people who identify as genderless. but especially to those who identify themselves as a potato. This has caused some backlash in the sports entertainment community, as many fans and other famous players of the men and women's leagues claim the transgender league is totally unfair and that they don't play by conventional rules. And the transgender league is too intolerant and discriminatory and won't allow women and men to play who identify as cisgendered to be a part of the league. And they are completely ruining sports. An advocate for transgendered rights made a statement on behalf of the Transgendered League stating that according to the league, you cannot be a part of the Transgendered League if you are cisgendered, to which a cisgendered athlete rebutted that that rule isn't specifically written anywhere, to which the advocate replied, "It's in the name, Transgendered League." These are all the stories we have for you here at Fake News Now. I'm Emmanuel Paraskiv. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night.